Would you survive a medieval war? No guns, no medics, no mercy. Just swords, blood, and mud. So let's find out. If you lived in the Middle Ages, peasant or king, would you make it out alive? Forget the movies. Medieval wars weren't noble or glorious. They were brutal, loud, and filthy. Imagine thousands of men packed into a muddy field, screaming, bleeding, dying. There's the smell of sweat, fear, and rotting flesh. There are arrows raining from the sky, and men are being crushed by horses or hacked down by broadswords. Even before battle, disease, dysentery, and starvation were already killing soldiers. This was desperate survival. So let's look at your odds, first as a peasant and then as a king. Say you're a peasant. You're a poor farmer and you've never fought in your life. Then one day, the lord of the land demands that every man join the levy, and that includes you. You leave behind your family with nothing but a pitchfork, a prayer, and a promise you probably won't keep. Your training is one afternoon of marching and being shouted at. Your armour is a thick tunic, if you're lucky, and your weapon might be a blunt spear or an old woodcutter's axe. When battle begins, the noble knights charge in last. You are in the front. You're tired, hungry and cold, and the man next to you is just 14 years old. The one on your other side is 70. You hold the line, or you die trying. A mounted knight crashes into your ranks, and you're trampled under his horse. You get up, a sword flashes, and a man next to you falls, screaming, his guts spilling out. If you survive the first hour, you're lucky. But what happens if you're wounded? There's no medic. Maybe someone burns your wound shut with a red-hot blade. If not, infection sets in, and gangrene, sepsis, or tetanus gets you. You could linger for days, rotting alive in a fever. And if you die, there's no burial, no gravestone, just a nameless corpse dumped in a pit with hundreds of others. Your odds of survival are less than 1 in 5, and if you live, you'll never be the same again. So let's say you're a king. You wear shining armour, you ride a war horse, and you command thousands. But don't relax yet, because you're still a target. Your food is clean, your armour is steel, and you've been trained in swordplay since childhood. But if your lines break, you're in the same mud as the peasants. Because even kings weren't safe. At the Battle of Bosworth in 1485, King Richard III was dragged from his horse and surrounded. His skull showed 11 separate injuries, including one that sliced through his brain. His body was thrown into a grave, stripped naked and forgotten for centuries. His chances were just as bad as the commoners. At Bannockburn in 1314, King Edward II had to flee for his life, his royal banner ripped down in chaos. Even if you win the battle, your enemies may still come for you. If captured, you might be ransomed or executed. But you do have advantages. You have trained bodyguards, a war council, healers and surgeons, and the ability to retreat if things go badly. If you are wounded, you get better treatment. It might still kill you, but you have a chance at least. Your odds of survival are maybe 3 in 5. Still risky, but a lot better than the poor souls on the front line. So, would you survive? If you were a peasant, almost certainly not. If you were a king, maybe. If you were smart, lucky, and cruel enough to keep others in front of you. Medieval war didn't care about honour. It was fast, brutal, and bloody. Let me know in the comments, would you survive if you had to fight in a medieval war? And if you love dark dives into history like this, follow me for more every week.